Hello. It's Dominic Iconic. So today I want to start reviewing Phoebe Bridgers' new album. Okay, it's finally here. Her album Stranger in the Alps was one of my favorite singer-songwriter albums when it came out. So the album is called Punisher, which is really interesting. I'm wondering what context that is put in. Like, who is Punisher? Is it her? Is it someone else in her life? I don't know. Let's find out. This is a series that I wanted to start for a long time. This is the first album that I'm actually reviewing. So thank you, Phoebe. Super excited. So without further ado, let's start. Track 1 is called DVD Menu. Okay, so I want to say before I start the rest of the album, I haven't heard this entire album yet. I've only heard the singles that she's released prior to the album release. This is sort of like an intro to the album. I wonder if this theme will stay throughout the entirety of the work. But it's very ethereal. It's very a bit spooky. But this track, I vibe with it. It's pretty calm, it's pretty chill. So I'm excited to see if the second song leads in with that. So yeah, that was track 1, DVD Menu. Track 2, this is a song that I have heard prior because it is a single. It's called Garden Song, which the music video, you already know, that's crazy. Let's start. This is such a strong start to the album. I feel like Phoebe has this way of almost wistful ways, talking about the past and just things in retrospect. By the way, those backing vocals are amazing. Such an amazing way of perspective. And it's sort of interesting because it almost makes you wonder the intricacies that she's looking at. The garden song, what is the garden, you know? Is that her home? Is that where she grew from? Hence garden. Definitely a lot of themes about where she's grown up, the experiences with a lover. There's themes of substances, which also I think relates to the music video a bit. Hence when she was talking about her doctor putting her hand over her liver. It sort of considers the hardships, even for that she's grown from, people that she's met, the area she's been in, the fact that she has put a lot of work, that she has had rough times too, but you know what? Look where she is now. She's here. She's track 3, Kyoto. Interesting track name. I know I've heard this song before. I haven't listened to it too much. I wonder if it is inspired by a trip to Japan. Let's listen. Oh my god. I love that. In the back. Oh my god. The drums. It's almost what she wanted before she's realized this is maybe not how I expected it to be. This might not be. Maybe it's the person that she's with that she's singing about. Maybe it's her ideals that she's put in a place besides her home. Maybe relating to the previous song based on her roots. That's what she's thinking about. The imagery when she talks about this other person, when she says like killing you, like I wonder if she's saying if she is trying to like end the relationship or like this partnership that she's in, or if it's just like he or she is just bound to break it off themselves by the way that they are. So this imagery is actually making me think that who she's talking about relates to the previous song too. Based in her home, she's singing about like how 25 miles per hour in this truck felt like flying. This might be someone in her family, someone from her childhood, a family friend, whoever it may be. The ending of the song, it almost turned into its own thing at the end there, where she releases like, "'Cause I'm a liar." That almost like reiterates like this is someone from her past, that's like someone like her parent or someone who might have treated her poorly at times, you know, like maybe like calling her like a liar. It felt like writing this song, like I could just like imagine like very cathartic, releasing, like very good to like get out. It's also very personal, but at the same time, like even though she may have had trouble with where she's from, traveling the world, she sees that there's also something that she like loves about where she's from. So track number 4 is the title track of the album. It's called Punisher. Who is this? Like, who is that? I don't know. I guess we have to find out. I love those instrumentals. Listening to this already, I almost sense multiple songs on this album maybe about the same person. It's like Punisher, is this relating with her home? Oh my god, that's so sad. Just like listening to this, like it's so beautiful how simple things in life that like, you know, people can look over. There's like solace, there's beauty that people can find in it. She really finds solace in these simple things in life. Unfortunately, I wonder what happens, like where she's saying like places to hide. Either I'm careless or I want to get caught. I feel like I've met you, but we've never met. That almost like seems to me like this is someone that she may have seen when she says like I can't open my mouth. She's saying like I feel like I know you, like she senses that a connection with this person, but they never actually made contact like that. I'm still trying to figure out like why like this person that she's singing about is called Punisher, and obviously this person is a very like big impact on the album because that's what the album is named after. Because from the song, it almost seems like there were elements of home and also sensing something in this person, but also not really knowing them. And obviously, there's some hurt. Track 5, this track is called Halloween. She's in this relationship with this person who she can't trust, and she's almost like looking at him with this mask, you know, like that's why like she can't really trust him because he's very like deceiving. But at the same time, she's saying like, hey, like it's Halloween. We can be anything that we want to be. In the end, it'll probably hurt her more in the long run, but she's sort of like fantasizing. Let's just pretend, like let's just like feel like in this fantasy, like where everything, we can be anything that we want, which is sort of like sad. In the end, I'm sure that would be more hurtful than good. She doesn't want to like let go of this person. She wants it to be this fantasy, but what I think is going to be found is that her ideals, like her fantasy, like what she truly wants, like isn't this person to see, you know? She's also dissatisfied like with the world, and I feel like this is like these are things that Phoebe Bridgers like tends to bring to light in her work. Sometimes like shitty things happen, and it's just like so sad. Sometimes like you don't understand like why some things happen in the world. I feel like she just like wants to live in like a fantasy because she doesn't really get how some things happen and like why some injustices do happen, which is really sad. Another interesting point to think of is this track is called Halloween. This is a time like where you are able to like dress up, like be like anything that she wanted to be, but it's also a time that can scare you. Those are both two things that relate to this song. The fantasy like she's trying to live in with this person and herself, and also the things that scare her in life that she wants to escape from. Is that Connor Overs? I really find like the metaphor interesting, how she brought the name Halloween to describe these two different themes, trying to like escape these like sad injustices that happen like around her, and like also like this bad relationship that she's in, this person that is very deceiving, wearing this mask, not being truthful, like she can't trust him, yet ironically what she also is saying is like, hey, let's just like pretend like everything, like let's pretend we can be anything that we want to be right now, like it's Halloween, like we can escape reality. I think that'll hurt her in the long run. She doesn't want to like let this go, you know. Track number 6, this track is called Chinese Satellite. This song, that there are like certain things in her everyday life that she's just so infuriated about, to the point where the commonalities of her everyday life, like the morning birds, she's trying to drown them out with these songs that make her imagine like a better version of life. I feel like what one can possibly learn from that is how to create the best version of your life. Oh my god. You're reiterating like the wishes that she has in her life. She has this like version of the world around her, it seems, which she wishes it to be true, but like the world around her so far has proved that it isn't like what she fully like wished it to be. Wishing on a star, like it's a satellite manufactured. That's just so sad. I feel like that's something that like a lot of people can relate to as well. A lot of times when we are alone, we are struggling, we are wishing for something, and I feel like the world around her so far has just baffled her, and she like really wants to believe in this future or in this like better circumstance, but so far what she's seen, the world has just let her down. And it is so hard. Sometimes it is so hard, but we just like can't stop. The world that you see in your head, it is possible. You have to believe and you have to act. It's not easy. When you do things like that, somehow the universe is able to typically bring things around you. And it is even hard then. There's always going to be hard things. You just always have to keep trying. Oh my god. When she said that this person said, "You will never be my vegetable," or oh my gosh, that's so freaking sad. It's like in it for the good time, not the long time. In retrospect, that is not how to think. The people that are in it for the long time, those are the people that really hit you at your core. Like that's true, typically. Not saying true love can't happen sporadically on the short term, because it can't. But like, that's so sad. Like someone just saying to you, basically that's like, I'm only gonna be here now, but deuces. Oh wow. This album, like all like the songs leading up to this sort of confirm the world that she was in, like when she wrote this song wasn't like what she thought it was gonna be like. And in reality, she wants to escape at this moment and just go home. Like she wants to just go back. And there's something beautiful in that. But like it's just so crazy, like how she may have like spent all this time dreaming of leaving when she really just wanted to be at home. Track number 7, this song is called Moon Song. I like it. My feet couldn't touch the bottom of you. That's like saying this person is deep as. We hate tears in heaven, but it's sad that his baby died. The place that she's in right now, they don't want to address. They want to make it like picture perfect, but they like at this time, like she's like, this isn't perfect. When she says, if I could give you the moon, it's almost like she's addressing like all of the emotional things that she's talking about. And I picture the moon, and it's like something that's very emotional, very revealing of like what's in her moon. It's like the darker side, the thing that's like beneath it. So like when she's saying like, if I could give you the moon, I feel like she's saying like, if I could give you like this emotional, these things revealed. You're holding me like water in your hands. The moon's cycles actually affects the water's tides. Crazy thing to think of. What? The ending of that song is just so crazy. Oh my god. She also calls this person killer, which I almost want to say is a reference to her prior work. Next song, song number 8, is Savior Complex. Oh my gosh. Crocodile tears from the tap till it's clear. I almost wonder, crocodile tears, as in fake tears, is this the same person she's been talking about? You're gonna drown in your sleep for sure. When you're sleeping, your subconscious coming out. This person is sleeping. They can't hide, they can't shut away these things in the back of their head. And it's gonna be overwhelming for them because they're not in control. The person she's singing about seems to be very controlling, describing this person as like a vampire, draining, someone who has a savior complex. Let's make this partnership or relationship like codependent. She's not fully able to open up completely to this person. She senses that like it's not like a two-way street. I can't really open up to you because you're not opening up to me. The instrumentals in this song are really interesting. Wow. All the bedrooms that you have, show me yours. It relates back to like previously in the song where she's saying like how this person can't hide in their dreams. Like it's all let out. Like she's like, that's what she wants me. Like track number 9, I See You. Did you change the name of this song? What? hold on. I need to go back. Hold on one moment. I gotta see if she actually changed the name. What the heck? Let's see. I think she did. Oh my god, that's so crazy. She changed it from ICU, literally like the 3 words, to just 3 letters. ICU. That's crazy. It's crazy like how even whenever you're with someone that who you really like, and like things that like happen like that come with it aren't always gonna be perfect. And like she sees like some things like with this person, not everything that comes with that is gonna be easy, but there's a lot of growth that can be had from it. A lot of the times when 2 people do separate from each other, there's always going to be at least one person, if not 2 people, who want to like have that again, like get back together. It's easier to break it off than it is to stay away. And I feel like that's something that she's really struggling with now. She does realize she really feels something for this person, but also she has to remember like it ended for a reason, and she's downing herself. She really is. She's like, I don't realize until I screw it up. I love the instrumentals though too. I'll climb through the window again, but right now it feels good not to stand. So basically, that sort of relates to the prior songs where this fantasy that she's living in, she's like, it feels good not to stand. Lying down, she's imagining this. And she says like it feels good just like imagining it, which almost makes me wonder like if she actually were going back to this person, would it actually be so good? It's so heartbreaking. The important thing is to remember why things end. It's hard to understand, but I'm a firm believer everything happens for a reason. What I like about this album is it addresses hard things throughout her life that she's experienced, even things about herself that she's thought is difficult. And I can imagine that must be very cathartic to actually get out, and also very vulnerable to like release to everyone. So I applaud her for that. Like that's awesome. It's a great song. This album is almost finished, and ICU is towards the end of the album. It's almost like the story is closing. So I'm very curious to see like where these next 2 songs finish the album. Track number 10, Graceland 2. Oh my gosh, I love that. The violin there. So many themes of home, you know. Hmm. That's almost so liberating to hear. Like, it's funny that I just was talking about that. Like, finishing the album on such like a liberating tone. Like, I really hope this continues. Oh my gosh, she could go home, but she's not going to. This song is called Graceland too. She's realizing that not everywhere, like not everything is like this. Traveling away from home, she's like, it's like crap, like I want to go back home, but then she's realizing that like, hey, there's Gracelands too. There's my fantasy is almost coming true, like in these other places. That's just so beautiful. Being independent, like she's letting things go, calling on the phone. You know what? I'm going. That's what she said. Like, I'm gonna go. That's awesome. Sense of independence is really important. We spent the last for serotonin. She's really like going out, being independent, realize I'm experiencing this life and there is good in this world, like traveling to. It's almost like she's finding her home within herself. And I think that's one of the most valuable things a person can find. Because really, it's the heart, you know? It's what's inside that really counts. Okay, final track, track number 11. I know the ends. The instrumentals in the back there almost remind me of ICU. I wonder if this album was produced by the same person or if certain songs were produced by the same people, like ICU and I Know the End. Somewhere in Germany, but I can't place it. Man, I hate this part of Texas. Close my eyes, fantasize. 3 clicks and I'm home. More themes about fantasy, traveling, home. Is this the same person? This person is gone? After a while, you got quiet and I got me. This person left. The douchiness that this person is like. This person wasn't there to BS her, you know. She got mean because she was fed up, you know. I really hope she's in a good place. I'm gonna chase it, the tornado. It's like a wild thing. Dang. Staying home isn't like what is familiar to her, like the tornado, like being familiar to her, like that tumultuous aspect. She's relating home with this person she's singing about. Describing this person like a tornado too. Oh, that guitar there, dang. Ooh. The build right there is so good. She's not afraid of taking the risk. She sees this world that she wants, and she will work for it, and that's what's important, and that's amazing. Dang. Oh my god. Don't give up. Oh my gosh, the instrumentals in this song. So I want to say too, that song being called I Know the Ends, that's very interesting because a lot of times people can like consider like the ends of things to be like sad or like hard. Well, definitely hard, but not always sad. The ends of things also comes transformation, new beginning, and which is really positive, really encouraging. Also, when she's saying like I know the end, it's almost like she's also saying like I know the ends of things, and I've had to like change, I've had to go, I've had to leave, I've had to adapt, I've had to overcome. And there's something really powerful with that. And also with that, there is a lot of pain. It's hard to have things end. It's hard to start something new. But you know what? That's what can be like the most rewarding at times. Some of the hardest things are the most rewarding in life. And that can be the case with things ending and things beginning. It's also cool she ended the album with a song called I Know the End. It's almost like the entire album has led up to this point. This album was incredibly consistent. There is definitely a consistent theme all throughout the album. Please let me know, you guys, if you know who this Punisher is. Like, I need to know. Okay? But overall, this album was amazing. My favorites on the album right now are Kyoto, Halloween, I See You, Graceland 2, and I Know the End. The end of that album really, I love how this album led up to that point. And there was a lot of like revelations, I feel like, at the end. Things that like were definitely very hard. It seems like all throughout the album, there were consistent themes about home, this relationship that she was in with this person, and then this fantasy of like what she like would love life to be, and like realizing that even though like some things are hard, like there are some circumstances that are very difficult and that don't seem ideal, she can actually create her own world. And it doesn't have to be a fantasy. It doesn't have to be with a person who's deceiving her, or like I can't trust. She can create this world on her own. Like, she is independent, she's amazing, and she is able to find this. You know, the end of the album talks a lot about things ending, the difficulty with starting anew, how she's felt like she like had to change so many times, and she's so worn out. But I feel like that wish, that dream, that love in her mind is gonna become a reality. Please let me know what you guys think of this album. I'm very interested to see. Let me know if like there's anything that I missed or anything that you want to elaborate on. I would love to hear that. All right, thank you guys. I hope you have a great day. Bye.